Welcome to Two Guys, Three Crowns, the podcast that talks about what it's really like to live in Stockholm, Sweden. I'm Sean, and with my fellow American Rodney, we break down the good, the bad, and the just plain weird. It's quite the journey, so join us for the ride.
We swish you a happy Christmas. We swish you a happy... Wait. Let me take that over. Here we go. We swish you a Merry Christmas. We swish you a Merry Christmas. We swish you a Merry Christmas. And then you swish us back. Woohoo! What do you think? That's pretty Swedish.
I love it. Very Swedish. Very
pretty
Swedish.
Good. You know, and then by you swishing us back, then nobody owes anybody. It's like we're kind of, on equal grounds.
I know. God forbid you give anyone paper money. Ugh.
Ooh,
it's got Corona on it. Look out.
No Rona.
Well, seeing
no Rona
as how
money.
this is the Two Guys, Three Crowns 2020 finale. I was going to have it in my back pocket. It's the end of the world as we know it.
Ooh, good backup. I'm digging it.
But yeah, I mean, we're at the end of 2020 already. Wow, who would have thought we would have made it to the end of 2020, let alone made it through all that gauntlet of a year? Woo.
Crazy. It's crazy. In looking back, I kind of tried to do like a little flashback and went through some of our archives as far as episodes and tried to get a count for what we've accomplished this year. And man, we did a crap load of episodes. Well, I mean, there are other people that do like 3 episodes a day, but for us, I mean, I think we did like 46 episodes.
Yeah, and something more than 10 guests, I think.
Absolutely. So, I mean, it's been, but yeah, here we are. I can't.
So we're doing a little end of the year finale,
right?
Because one of the two guys is about to hop on a jet plane.
Yeah, I can't wait to get going. Wrong guy.
So I am flying to the U.S. and to Brazil this holiday season, spaced apart, obviously. But yeah, it's going back to the jungle with the cow to moo in the background.
And the monkeys.
And the birds and the monkeys and the quarry. Same spot. Same animals are there, guaranteed. Yeah. So yeah, I would say I'm an expert on all of the travel restrictions and requirements for not only exiting the European Union, but entering another continent.
Hey, I was going to ask you, what was that stuff that you didn't have? Remember when you did your little poolside accident with your leg?
Oh God, I still have a black mark on my leg, on my shin for that.
But what was it, like peroxide? No, it was something. I'm thinking.
Yeah, rubbing alcohol. Give me anything. Give me antiseptic. Anything. Right. It was like Sweden over there. Like, well, we don't have antiseptic because that encourages antibacterial viruses to come up and blah, blah. Like, I don't care. Just give it to me.
Right.
And give me some NyQuil while you're at it.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking now you can be prepared. You can bring like a little, first aid kit for any type of stuff that.
Well, this time I think I'm just going to carry around a bottle of Absolute. Be like, if anything happens, just pour the Absolute on the wound and pour the rest of it in my mouth.
Ooh, the cure-all. Okay, we're not taking any chances.
Yeah, exactly.
1 for the leg, 2 for me. 1 for the leg, 2 for me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
But flashing back through these episodes, that's when it hit me that it's been a year since you went. That was the big trip. You were gone for.
Yeah, that was the baby bubble.
Yeah. I was going to say you were almost gone as long as the sun, but no, you were gone for like 3 months.
Yeah, something like that. I remember coming back and it was the beginning of March or something like that.
Right.
It seems hard to believe, but yeah, absolutely wild.
Yeah, those tropical episodes.
Yeah, and then I came back here and the internet was stable while it was raining. I was like, God. It's incredible. I forgot this existed.
Exactly. The old Brazilian internet connection.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
But you're taking off fairly soon and are already in pack mode.
Oh yes. By the time some listeners will be listening to this episode,
Right.
I will have already been in the air. I will have already gone through airport security. So we record Sunday evenings, and Wednesday we fly out.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yeah, it's full on pack mode. So it's kind of that phase where the packing seemed to go a little bit faster than expected, but then you start remembering all like the little small stuff that you've been forgetting. So your suitcase that was under the weight limit suddenly has to have a baby or something.
Right.
It has to
Right.
have another suitcase for all the
Yeah.
chargers and all the odds and ends and all that stuff. Yeah. So we're full on into that moment. And we're packing with a 1.5-year-old.
I was going to say,
1.5-year-old, whatever, however you say that.
Yeah.
18
now,
months.
Now, is little man Dylan? Is he kind of picking up on these vibes? He's like, hey, whoa,
Well, he's seen the big luggage that we've kept in like the what would you call it in a Swedish apartment? It can't be a foyer because there's no arch, there's no raised cathedral ceiling, but like the little, and it's not a lobby because it's an apartment. But like the little area where you leave your shoes, where it's like the all-weather tile.
The little
right?
entree.
Yeah, exactly. Before the wood floor starts, right? So we've left the big suitcases there. So he's been checking them out and trying to wheel them around the apartment all week. So
Okay.
I don't think he realizes that a plane is coming again, but he knows we're up to something. Yes.
Now,
And on top of all of this, he's been homesick from preschool all week. And it's not sick. He doesn't have like a fever or anything like that. And like what sent him home from preschool is during nap time last Thursday, not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before, he was coughing. And he had like congestion, and he was coughing so much that he couldn't fall asleep, and he was not letting the other kids fall asleep because he was coughing and all that. So I get a call from one of the teachers saying, "Yeah, Dylan, he needs to go home. Blah 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 blah. He can't come back till 2 days. He's had 2 days consecutively without symptoms." And I'm like, "It's winter in Sweden. Like even the kids always have the runny nose, man. He's never going back."
It was like define a symptom, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Please define. Yeah.
So I think today I can say is the first day he's really, I can attest to it, saying he's been symptom free aside from like a little runny nose maybe when he goes outside and inside kind of thing, but that's normal. Right. But then it's like, so the second day would be Monday. Even if he was totally in the clear, we're flying on Wednesday. Why would I send him back to preschool to get some other disease, right? It's a petri dish in those things.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, well, I guess I'm hoping that with any type of air travel, as long as there's no congestion, because congestion, like any type of cold congestion stuff on airplanes is not a place to be, but you're going to be great. What you should do, are you packing that little Brazilian dancing, singing toy thing?
Hell no, man.
Okay, because he could play that for like 10 hours. What's that, like an 11-hour flight?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
although
I was
thinking already, I'm going to be that dad that's walking his kid up and down the aisle of the plane for 8 hours on the intercontinental flight. I'm going to be that dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, there's
Say
some of those
a prayer for me.
those are one of those things where, the headphones, and I think I've had mine for like a year. Christmas present from work. The Bose, those what do you call them? Isolated
the
sound.
noise canceling.
Exactly. Woo! They could have charged me thousands of dollars for those things. I was on one airplane, and there was a cacophony of children, unhappy children.
Yeah.
And I put those on, clicked the button, and I was like, nice. But yeah. That's where the value
Librarian
of that
Harriet up in here. Come on now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's luckily, I mean, he flew when he was like a baby last time, right?
Right.
When we came back in March. So we don't know. He's like almost a different human being now. He's definitely got 3 human beings worth of energy inside of him. But normally he's pretty good except until we land.
Okay.
He doesn't like freak out going up with his ears or anything like that. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping. As long as he can sleep properly.
Right.
And then if he can do that, then the only real task for us is to ease him into accepting boredom.
Boredom.
Yes, because there's no way to keep this kid. He's been at home for a week and a half almost. I can't keep him occupied anymore. I've got nothing left. Nothing left, man.
Get him like one of those Oculus Drift or what are those things?
Oculus Rift, the VR headset.
Yeah, exactly. Just put that on.
I know, man. And like, I already know him. Like, it's going to be 2 hours in, and I'm going to be like, dude, I have no more ideas. Go ring the bell and call the flight attendant. Make her come over here 18 times.
Hey, as long as the movie thing on the seat isn't broken. Because, I mean, you could probably keep him
then we have to get him
with
to wear the headphones. He could. That's a good point. He probably could just watch the cartoons without sound, but sound would be better.
Just put it on loop.
Yeah,
It's got to be like an 11-hour loop.
Something. Anything. Not looking forward to it, people. Looking forward to the final destinations, but not.
Yes. Hey, but you guys are packing, not light, but I mean, you're not packing, because we always got to leave room for the stuff you're bringing back, right?
I know. That's always the challenge. Always the challenge. And then now, so the big one, sauce, more than half the flights, I would say 60% of all the flights we're going to end up having will allow us to have 3 checked bags.
Oh, okay.
So that's key already.
Right.
That's key already. But what Sauce told us, and there's no more, it used to be when you traveled from Miami to Brazil, you could get 32 kilos in a bag. But now they've gotten rid of that, and now we're living in Europe, and everyone's like 23 kilos maximum. And we're like, 23?
Wow.
How do I live with 23 kilos of luggage? That's nothing. That's like a toiletry bag. But then because of the COVID restrictions, we were talking to the Sauce customer service to make sure we had like meals for Dylan and all that kind of thing. Yeah. And they were like, we were asking about baggage and all that. And they said, well, your carry-on is 1 carry-on. No personal bag, no backpack, no purse. It's EasyJet rules. Man.
You get call it whatever you want.
One bag. One bag. If you're carrying like a plastic, I don't know, the duty free's got to go in that thing even.
Yeah.
Because they claim that it's going to reduce, like the
airflow on the outside of the
Everyone's
airplane.
wearing masks anyway, but it's like apparently it's going to make boarding faster. I'm like, let's see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the news stories that I've read so far, that the airports are generally empty and the flights are generally empty. And people that I've spoken to who have traveled recently internationally, they said the flights have been fairly empty. Okay. So hopefully we did the strategy, right? Where it's like a 3-3-3, the airplane seating setup. Right. So you get the 2 seats on the outside. Because who in their right mind, especially in COVID, is going to book the middle seat by itself?
Right.
So our hope is that stays open, and then that's where Dylan's going to sleep, either there or on the floor. Because he's still under 2. So he's technically riding in Hinata's lap the whole way. So
technically he's not a human being yet.
I know. Technically he's just a checked bag. So
okay, so you guys are flying. So you fly as like 2 adults. Dylan has no.
On Sauce he gets a checked bag. He gets baggage rights, but he doesn't get a seat. It's weird.
Well, that's the main thing. I mean, Dylan got to bring his kilos too, right?
Dylan's going to go in the carry-on if he's not careful. Oh, you want to watch a cartoon again? Okay, here you go. Up in the overhead.
So with the upcoming holidays, Sean, where are you going to be at, like right there, like during Christmas? You're going to be...
During Christmas, I will be in the Fortress of Solitude, otherwise known as my mom's house.
Mom's place, okay.
Yeah, in the middle of the woods in Virginia.
Okay.
So yeah, we call it the Fortress of Solitude because now it's a little better, but it used to be once you like half a mile from her driveway, the last bar of cell phone signal would cut out. So ain't no one gonna reach you. Like work, forget it. Like other people, forget it. Yeah. Okay. That's it.
Yeah. That's gonna be nice though.
That's super nice.
Little
And she's got all the
solitude.
toys. She's got the pool table, foosball, air hockey. She's got a kegerator in the basement.
What?
Oh yeah.
Kegerator.
Let me explain. For all of the Swedish listeners out there, a keg is like a giant bottle of beer. Like a giant bottle.
With
And
a
you can
giant
buy
can.
them in the
Like
United States.
Right, it's a giant can. It's like an it's like an XXXXL can.
Yeah. And a kegerator is a refrigerator that keeps that thing cool, and it has a tap that plugs right into the top of that giant can. It's amazing. It's draft beer in your house. It's fantastic.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I mean, and unless you're involved with like the restaurant business, I don't know, like keg. I'd ask
Well,
somebody about
kegerators,
that.
you can get them in the U.S. They
Yeah,
sell
but I'm
them.
thinking here. Here, it's like
Oh, to buy a keg? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I remember when we moved here, I'm like thinking, what do college kids do?
study. What?
I
Get
know,
out of
right?
here!
What are you doing? Where's
You
the
guys
keg
going to
parties? What are you buying? Bottles
Yeah.
at Systemit? Come on now.
No keg. What are you guys doing Tuesday through Friday?
You're like,
I don't understand.
We're buying in volume. We have that whole cardboard tray full of cans.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, kid. Back in my day,
Yeah. On the back of a horse.
exactly, and you'll be quarantined here as well.
Yeah, we are. I'm planted. I think we are definitely staying here. Lana got her cast off, and she now has one of the like removable boot things.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
like a support boot, so that she can take that off, and which makes everything quite a bit easier. And she's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
You know how
No
it is with-
showers with plastic bags.
Oh, I was gonna say it, but yeah. It was no, it's been nice. So we're kind of getting back. She's getting really good on her crutches because you know how that is.
Well,
Like
yeah, and
crutches.
it's like the new style crutches, right, where they
Right.
don't go up your arm.
Exactly, under your armpit. You know, I mean, these are like the arm things. But if you've had crutches once, it's kind of that riding a bike
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
You know, if you've used crutches before, it takes a couple hours. You know, before you kind of get back into it. She was hopping along today. We were at Ica. I was like, whoa, slow down. You almost missed the corn on the cob. No, we got the.
Hey, they still got that out there.
Yeah. Well, I think there is no expiration date on that. I think that once
Vacuum
you
sealed to like
once you
Twinkie
suck,
shelf life.
Once you suck the air out of that, I'm sure I'll be seeing them again next year. They're next to the charcoal.
Yes. Oh God. Like I
But
know
we,
we know there's some guy that grills in the middle of winter here. He'll buy all that stuff. Just leave it
Yeah,
out.
put out 2 packs.
It'll
for him.
disappear eventually.
Put out 2 packs for him. Yeah, but we are definitely we're staying close to home. We had debated visiting a friend, and then we thought, well, you know, we hung in there this long, and we will probably schedule a couple visits next year when things
For sure.
not get back to normal, get normal-ish. But yeah, we are, and Adrian's coming home.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah, he's off for a couple weeks, but I am going to book in so that he is. I'm going to lock him at home here from like the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. Yeah. So we're planning some stuff now, but yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hey, I was going to ask you, mail wise, because we just stuck a ton of Christmas cards in the mail. What happens to like your Christmas cards, or do people not send you Christmas cards because they know that you guys are leaving?
No Christmas cards.
Well, I'm
People
thinking like
still do that?
physical Christmas cards. Well, okay. All right.
I haven't sent or received a Christmas card in I don't know. I can't even tell you
Okay.
how long.
Okay.
But I will admit though that we got like little boxes of chocolate, like the little mix packs, like the what would they be? I think they're Lindt, but it's not like the little truffle balls. It's like the
Okay.
where you open kind of like the Whitman sampler kind of thing, where there's all sorts of different flavors of the little chocolates, and all that in the box and all that.
right.
And you have to read the instruction manual to figure out what you're getting. So we got a few of those things. One for like Dylan's teachers and the neighbors who are going to water
okay.
our plants and stuff
Okay.
like that. So with
Yeah.
those, we got like some cards. But then we're
Okay.
going to physically hand them to people with the chocolates, like a Merry
Yeah.
Christmas, thank you, blah, 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 blah.
Merry Christmas.
But yeah,
Here you go.
to actually mail
Here you go.
stuff, man,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
No. I mean, the only people that mail me stuff here in Sweden, it's like the occasional gift via Amazon from someone, or them bills be arriving every week, bro.
Like Skatteverket, Migrationsverket.
Exactly. Here's
Merry
your
Christmas,
bill
are
for
you still here?
2021. Like, oh my God, I didn't make that much money last year. What are you, crazy?
God jul, god jul. Sean, we're just checking to see if you're still here.
But yeah, no worries on the mail front.
Okay.
And we told
And
everyone,
then-
all the family, I was like, either you figure your stuff out right now and mail us our Christmas gifts before we leave,
Yeah.
or you wait and have them arrive in like mid-February, because everything's taking forever right now. Postal is taking forever. We all have heard all the stories about the U.S. and all that. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of, I think everything's happening at once. Now it's the Christmas season and there's not as many people to work because of COVID restrictions and all that stuff. So
Yeah, well, the Christmas cards that we stuck in the mail today are actually for next year. They're next year's Christmas. We just thought that we
hope
would
you survive. Merry Christmas 2021.
We just
It's
thought that we would.
the end of the world as we know it.
We thought that we would give the post office ample time to deliver our 2021 Christmas cards. Please do not open till next Christmas.
I love it though.
Where are you guys going to be for New Year?
By New Year's, we'll be in Brazil.
Oh,
Yeah, so got to have the white, got to have new underwear, all sorts of stuff. Got to be planning for that.
Gotta have new underwear.
Well, that's the thing.
Can't start that.
Everyone. So, I don't know if we've ever touched on this before.
We've never talked about underwear
So
before, but
you're supposed to wear white for Christmas,
Okay.
for
Okay.
New Year. Sorry, because it's like rejuvenation. You're starting anew, starting clean.
okay.
Peace, prosperity, all that. But you're also supposed to have a new pair of underwear that you're wearing specifically for New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay.
Start with something new, right?
Right.
And normally everyone does white to go with the theme, right?
With the-
White
okay,
underwear,
yeah,
not the hardest
got
thing to
it.
find.
Yeah.
But it's all a good luck thing, right? So depending on the color of underwear that you're wearing, that's what you're going to get in the new year. So like yellow is for money, red is for love, brown is for 2020, that sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm digging that. So you either got to get like a multicolored underwear or wear like 4 layers.
Yeah,
Be like,
exactly.
I'm
Pretty
getting,
much.
I'm
pretty
getting
much.
me some money. I'm going to get a new house. I'm going to get.
Exactly.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I think I think I'm going to start with something like that.
Yeah. And they do like the whole South American fireworks thing where like if it's flammable, light it on fire and make it explode.
Okay.
Yeah, if anyone is curious, just start Googling some of the New Year's traditions in South America. They're wild. I think it's in Ecuador. They go parading. I believe it's New Year's Day that they do this, but they go parading down the streets with like these piñatas, like a paper mache that's
Right.
hollow in the middle that you fill it with, but they're on pikes. So instead of hanging from something, they're like the people are holding the sticks underneath them.
Okay.
And they're full of like fireworks, like firecrackers, bottle rockets, all that stuff. And they light them on fire and they go walking down the street with these things in a parade. And they're like, it sounds insane, but this really exists.
Wow. I was going to say, speaking of college keggers, that sounds like one of those, that's
Well,
like Santa Barbara on
meanwhile,
Halloween.
In Brazil, in the Copacabana beach, which I went one time, it's spectacular. If you ever have a
Yeah.
chance to go for New Year's, it's one of like the 7 modern wonders of the world. All the fireworks coming off the boats and everything like that. And they have all these high-rise condominiums and hotels that
Yeah.
are right on the beach. And the buildings used to apparently shoot fireworks down the facade of the building facing the beach.
Okay, so
Right?
it's like a
So it was
rain of like
exactly. So there's fireworks from the water. There's fireworks streaming down these buildings from behind you. It's just this light show extravaganza. Except apparently, I guess too many people got burned, and now they're not allowed to do that anymore.
Yeah, because that could really shock the crap out of you. I was going to say, if you're not,
Imagine if you're walking down the sidewalk and all of a sudden these like red hot, white
my
hot
God,
cinders
like
start falling on
cinders.
your face.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "Hey, honey, I'm gonna need another pair of underwear."
Yeah.
I mean,
I knew I shouldn't have picked the white one.
Right. Hey, so Sean, we had I had put up a little invitation for people to go ahead and send us some comments and suggestions and recommendations. Yes, on Instagram, and we actually did get some replies. We got some responses, and I think the first person that sent us back was actually our buddy Max.
Shout out Max. Shout out
Max. And Max had asked for us to, he said, tell us something funny, tell us a funny event or incident from this special year. And I was a little stumped and thinking back, and I don't know why it sticks out, but this Woman in Red episode, and I know it doesn't have to do with my regular life in general, but just your description of the Woman in Red at
You're
Ica
stealing my idea, man. You're stealing my idea.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was exactly, when I saw the question come through, that was exactly what I went to as well. Live streaming her, exactly. In the second I saw that, it was the woman live streaming her grocery shopping in Eco.
Okay. See,
with an ass that's like 4 times too wide for her body.
Right.
Wearing red, skin tight jumpsuits. What are you doing? You don't belong in this country, let me tell you.
Right. Yeah.
It should be black.
But because I don't know if it's like sad that more stuff didn't come like flying into my head, but you know, that whole description and everything that came out of your Ica experience, because I tried to go back. I was trying to think of like, you know, funny incidents and things and craziness, you know, during the year, but it has been such a funky, weird year.
I know.
And it wasn't until I looked back on our past episodes, like your trip being gone. I think our first episode of the year was somewhere around January 9th. Mm-hmm. And going back and seeing those things, I'm sitting there and I had flashbacks of the life and times before COVID kicked in.
I
and
know,
I can't remember when we did our
crazy.
our first COVID episode. But there has been so much craziness.
Yeah, I mean, on that note, I would say one of the craziest, I don't know if it's funny, I guess to look back on it is probably funny, that I was leaving Brazil to come back to Sweden, flying through Sao Paulo,
Right.
like days after the first coronavirus case was discovered in Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
And like no one had masks at that point, except for people who have like traveled to Asia or something like that. Like there was, you saw 1 or 2 surgical masks, like dentist masks really, in the airport, but nothing other than that. And all I could think was, I have never had to cough in the last 18 hours until right now that I'm walking through this airport. Don't cough. Don't cough.
Yeah.
Don't cough.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And you know, and I remember us talking because, I mean, the stuff really hit the fan like 5 days or 6 days after you guys left. That's when like all the restrictions and all of the stuff, and you guys didn't fly directly back. You guys flew via the States on the way back as well, right? You went.
Did we? I can't even remember now. 2020 has been such a whirlwind. That
Right. I think you did. I'm pretty sure that you guys flew.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, that you hit the because I faintly remember reminding you to not forget the NyQuil, but yeah, it's just been such a crazy year, and
I mean, I gotta say, I gotta pull out the Dylan dinosaur turned 1 year old this year in the middle of summer, so that's a highlight for me. Little bad points there, but yeah. I mean, the summer wasn't too eventful. Everyone was kind of locked down anyway, but.
We did our 4th of July stream.
We did do the 4th of July stream.
That was the first time we did from me in the bunker.
Rusty bicycles out in the country.
Exactly. So there were a collection of stuff, but I kind of went blank. I think I've been so focused on everything else the last, I was going to say couple of months, but you know, we're sneaking up on a year of weird times and happenings.
Yes.
But Max, I can guarantee you this, that
nothing's going to beat the Woman in Red this year.
No, nothing's going to beat the Woman in Red, but funny stuff is coming. It's coming down the pipe. We are definitely we definitely know that it's coming.
I know. Once everyone gets that second jab in the arm of the vaccine, everyone's going to go running naked through the streets, I think.
Wearing white underwear or yellow or red, depending upon what it is you're wishing for.
Or no underwear.
Yeah. Hey, so this, let's see, we got another message from, and I am going to say Tiago. I'm really hoping that I'm pronouncing.
Well,
I don't think there's a. Could it be Tiago? Tiago.
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 I mean, there was no H in it, right?
No.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you don't have to worry about the Brazilian.
Okay.
But Tiago.
Cool. Tiago. Okay.
Tiago.
Tiago and Tiago actually sent a message. And he suggested a few collaboration episodes with a couple of recommendations. And one of them we have already been kind of looking into and trying to get scheduled in on. The other one is somebody that's actually popped up on Instagram feed a couple times. And yeah, I'm gonna let that one lie, but let's just say that we do have some guest episodes.
Yes, we see you
in the pipes.
Completely agree with your suggestions, Tiago.
Yes,
we're working.
And
on
we really appreciate you listening. We got from Portugal. It's fantastic.
Oh, it's from Portugal, so it might be Tiago.
Yeah. In which case
Instead
it would
of
be
Tiago, you have to do a little ch thing. It's
okay. Can I call him Big? Can I call him Big T? Our buddy Big T.
Oh, you can now.
Okay. All right. And then we got from Jermaine. And we posted that this was our last episode of the season. So Jermaine sent us and she said, "When will you return?" So first I wasn't sure if she meant when is Sean getting back or if she meant when is the
Sean's getting
podcast,
back.
if Sean's coming back. But I would, I'm going to say that we are aiming for probably after the first weekend of New Year's. It'll be somewhere around the 4th or 5th. Last year we started up on the 9th. So and if the tech gods are with us and all works well on Sean.
Yeah, as long as it's not raining in the jungle of Brazil, we'll have an episode.
Would be right. And then Jermaine also asked if we're going to have a guest. And I don't know if she specifically meant that first episode. We're not going to have a guest probably that first episode.
Yeah,
we're
if
just
you
going to
get the first episode with me in the middle of nowhere, that's enough.
If we can get that up there. Will you broadcast? And there, I'm not sure if she means, I'm assuming she means like if we're going to stream, like live stream. Once again, we go back to the technical stuff. We're going to keep it as simple as possible.
We will live stream in 2021.
Absolutely. That we have. And Jermaine finished with, "Can I have a Snickers?" And of course you can. You can have as many Snickers as you want. I'm hoping that she didn't mean that Sean has to bring you Snickers back from the United States, but
oh God.
Yeah.
I'm turning into one of those, the mule, always going back to the States. Can you bring me me something?
Like, wait, how many kilos?
Bring me some dryer sheets.
How many kilos you're allowed to bring out of South America? It's like,
well, depends who your airline is. If you're flying out of Colombia, there's a little, exceptions,
But those are some of the things that we got in via Instagram. And thank you very much for going ahead and do that. And I know that there are quite a few listeners out there that we have there, and thank you for the support, and don't hesitate to pop a hello or any message or greeting, or if you have a suggestion or recommendation. Sean and I are talking about some other things that we'd like to test out next year, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Yes. So we will stay posted for that. Sean will be back, which I still think is kind of cheating when you leave during the darkest time of the year and you come back.
We're taking advantage of every passport we have right now to escape the Windsor.
But Sean will be back towards the end of January, so we'll be back. But we are going to go ahead and get the pod going. But we are going to take a little break during the holidays.
Yes, and hope you will as well out there in listener land.
Absolutely.
But before we leave, Rodney, any special wishes for Santa on your Christmas list?
Ooh, Not really. I mean, I'm pretty good. There is this little lapel type microphone that I thought would be fun because there's some tests that I'd like to do for the podcast, and it's this little. And I made the mistake of actually clicking on it to read more about it. And now that
now
microphone is
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yep.
It's everywhere. So, but no, otherwise I think I'm pretty good to go. What about you? What kind of you got anything special?
I've got looking at different toys and gear and microphones as well. Looking at little guitar effects here and there. I've got one on my hit list. Keeley Caverns reverb, like all sorts of crazy echo effects and all that kind of stuff. Because I've been getting into a lot of like heavy ambience, like overdriven guitar tones with ambient kind of stuff right now. So a little thing to play with. And Christmas wish list, New Year's resolution. I'd love to have someone stick a needle in my arm. Give me one of them vaccines. Santa, if you're listening.
Yeah. Preferably a new person that's never given a vaccine before.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, I think thank you again, everybody that's listening. And, we will try and post and stay in touch, and we will be back. We will definitely be back. In January, coming to you.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody.
Have a wonderful holiday season.
All right, everyone, that'll do it for this week's episode, and that'll do it for 2020. Man, am I glad that's over with. But don't worry, we will be back in January with more Two Guys, Three Crowns goodness. I'll be on the road in the jungles of Brazil, and Rodney will still be up there in Nynäshamn and apparently on Twitter somewhere. But be sure to check out our Instagram in the meantime for more Two Guys, Three Crowns goodness. Check out our YouTube channel for some behind-the-scenes action, and you can also check out our merchandise store on our website. See you guys soon, and have an amazing holiday season.